Welcome to the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast with host Jacqueline Burke. On today's special feature, we are interviewing goddesses of the moon market vendor Chelon from Soul-Filled Beauty. We know you will really enjoy this interview.
Welcome to our podcast, Chelon. How are you today?
Good. Thank you. I'm so grateful to be here today.
Oh, I'm so glad you joined us today. Today we're going to talk about market life.
hmm
I love it. I love the market life. I love the networking you can do. But first, I'd like for you to introduce your business.
So I have a business called Soulfield Beauty. I've been a hairstylist for the past 24 years
Right?
and have just recently started incorporating my holistic services in with my salon services because I feel like I'm better able to help support my clients in what they're needing and everything. I feel like when you go to the hairstylist that you kind of tell them everything
Oh,
anyway. Do you
yeah.
know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we're the therapist, right?
Yeah.
And so like I just decided that because I have these other modalities and everything that I want to help better support my clients in with their salon services or as a standalone service as well. So
Oh, that's great.
mhm.
So what type of modalities and additional services do you do for your client?
So I do have Reiki. So I
Okay.
do Reiki, which is like just like energy healing and everything. I do energy clearing with my pendulum with crystal
Okay.
healing and stuff. I also do what is called subconscious release technique. So that's dealing with the subconscious. I call it my mindset makeover is what I call it.
Oh,
But
nice.
it's like clearing the subconscious of limiting beliefs, negative mindset, all of those things. There's like a restructuring that goes on. I do a lot of like inner child healing with my clients, as well as divine feminine, divine masculine. I do a lot of like womb healing as well. And I do like some past life stuff for clearing and
Oh,
cutting cords and contracts and
oh,
all of those kind of things that if they come through, that's what
yeah.
we do. It's very, I just open up to what my client is needing at that time and we just go from there. So yeah,
Well, that's fantastic. Oh
lots
my,
of different things.
yeah. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna have to like fly there to go see you.
Absolutely. We can do it over Zoom. That's
Yeah,
fine.
okay. You got me hooked already.
I love that.
So what inspired you to bring your business to markets?
I felt like I was just tired of like posting on social media. Like I felt like it was a real energy sucker kind of thing.
Yeah.
And I was like, I need to be out in the community. I've been working from home for the past like 19 years since I
Oh,
had my
wow.
first baby. So I'm like, no, it's time. I want to get
Yeah.
back out into the community. I want to start interacting. I want to start
Oh,
sharing. I
yeah.
want to start doing all those things. And I love going to markets because it's just like this little community
Oh,
that
yeah.
comes together, right?
Yeah.
And you get to like meet new people and make new connections. And I just love the atmosphere of it all in general. So,
Oh, yeah. It's just
mhm.
something about a market, eh?
Yeah, it's
Like
just a
you,
different vibe.
yeah, a new
Yeah,
world. Like you
it
just,
is.
and without even morphing anywhere.
Right. Well, and it's like you all just like, once you start to make these connections and everything, you continue to see the same people over and over again. And like,
Oh,
I just went to a market a couple of weekends ago
yeah.
and I said, like, it felt like it was just this family coming
Yeah.
together. Like, it felt very homey and everything. So I loved that. Yeah.
Oh, that's cool. And I mean, you get to network and you create more clientele to your salon.
Absolutely.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
it's a win-win for everybody.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
so what is your favorite part about being a vendor at a market? So I know it's about meeting people, but is there something that stands out with the community or say even the venue, or what is it that makes it stand out to you?
With markets and
Yeah.
everything. Um, I feel like it's just making like interacting with people and making connections and teaching them
Yeah.
about what I do, right?
Oh, that's
Because it's
important.
so many people don't even really realize what I do in general,
Yeah.
right? And so when I can actually talk to people about that on a one-to-one basis and ask their questions and that kind of stuff, I really enjoy being able to do that.
Yeah. Do you get,
hmm
I bet you get a lot of questions, eh, about like for people that don't understand.
Yes.
Uh, and what's one of the popular ones? Uh,
Just mostly like how it can help like with benefiting their life kind of
oh,
thing. Yeah, because I do a lot of life coaching in with my services and
oh,
everything as
great.
well. And so I find that actually lots of the people who end up coming to me are like spiritual entrepreneurs who
Yeah.
are like working towards like elevating their business and where they're needing to go and everything as well. So lots of the times the vendors end up coming to work with me.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Awesome. Oh, that's neat. Right on. So what's one of the most memorable moments you've had at a market that just kind of stands out for you?
Um, so just recently, actually, when I was at a market, I was working on this girl and her sister was watching and I finished her session and her eyeballs were just ginormous and she was like, "Oh my God, you're amazing." And
Yeah.
I was just like, I just did what I do, right? Like to me, it
Yeah.
was just nothing, but she was just like, it wasn't nothing, but it's just what I do, right? And to her, she was just like, "Oh my God, like that was incredible." And yeah, so
Yeah.
moments like that are just when are just reassuring to me, I guess, that what I'm doing is actually making a difference and benefiting other people and that it is actually a big deal.
Oh yeah, it is. I believe that it really needs to get out there more,
Yeah.
that it is very helpful and I say it should be in like everyone's home should have an element of it,
Hmm.
you know,
Hmm.
where
Yep.
they either have a Reiki master or therapist on speed dial
Yep.
or
No,
they're practicing it on a regular basis.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Like to me, it's all about mind, body, soul. I
Oh
actually
yeah.
changed it to mind, beauty, soul
Oh
with
yeah.
my business,
Yeah.
but same, right? It's all associated with the beauty, right?
Yeah.
And or with the body. And so, yeah, I think it's very important to follow like that in order to maintain like balance within oneself for
Oh
sure.
yeah. Oh, it's
Hmm.
so important. Do you find more men are slowly becoming interested in it?
Yes, finally.
Yeah.
Finally.
Oh,
Absolutely. I have a few regulars that come on a basis that have just it's part of their routine now. They book their
oh,
haircut every 6 weeks, they book their session every six
oh,
weeks,
nice.
right? Which I think is amazing. And it's actually helped. I know one of my clients or whatever, like his wife now came and had a session with me.
Okay.
And that was her first time having
Oh, really?
anything energy work done. And she was like, that was amazing. So I was super, super grateful for that because I always love to get people results, which is to make them feel better. So
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. It's back in the day, it wasn't so popular with men. It was more with women. So it's kind
Yeah.
of nice to see more men getting interested in it, to help with their generational traumas too, that
Absolutely.
continue
Yeah.
on. And that's
Yeah.
important,
Yeah.
So that's
Um,
excellent.
absolutely. Well, because as we have like the divine feminine rising
Yeah.
up in their community and everything, right? In society in general, you can see it. The masculines are needing to awaken now as well,
Oh,
but
yeah.
their awakening is much quicker than ours. We've become the masters at it. So
Yes. That's excellent. I'm so happy to hear that.
yes.
Oh, man. That's fantastic. So what piece of advice would you give, say, a young girl that's starting out, say she's just graduated or she's 19 years old, and what you're doing is just so like she's attracted to what you're doing. So
Hmm.
what piece of advice would you give her?
That your mistakes aren't actually mistakes, they're stepping stones.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh,
even if it feels like you're not on the right path, that you can easily pivot. It's
yeah.
like, you can change course anytime that
Oh,
you choose to and decide to. But as long as you're like coming from like a heart and soul led place, that it's never wrong,
yeah.
basically. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Listen to your soul, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Oh,
I think
that's,
more people are being called to do that now.
oh, absolutely.
Hmm.
Every time I'm reading even on social media,
Hmm.
that comes up on say my Facebook. And the person that I least expected will be talking about listening to their soul.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's like, oh, Finally.
I was gonna say finally. Yeah. Well,
Oh,
that's kind of how it goes when we're like the leaders, the way showers,
yeah,
do you know what I mean? That's just
yeah,
kind of how it is, right? We're just
yeah,
like those few steps ahead of everybody. And then when you finally see that
yeah,
they're opening up to it as well, it's just so, yeah, so reassuring.
yeah. And and with what you do, it brings a lot of energy to like markets
Hmm.
and to other environments too, and they get to experience that,
Hmm. Yep,
firsthand.
absolutely.
It's when they're not used to that energy, it's
Hmm.
like an awakening, I
Hmm.
find.
It is.
Yeah,
Yeah, very much so, for sure.
that's fantastic. Yeah. Oh, you're gifted. You're truly gifted.
Thank you.
Yeah. So where does your inspiration come from to do what you do?
Mhm. Um, my inspiration. I'm very heart and soul led. And the whole reason I wanted to become a hairstylist was I wanted to make people feel better about themselves. And I literally wanted to be a hairstylist since I was like a child. That's all what I would do. I would set up and I'd play hairstylist and all of this kind of stuff. And I can remember just like walking into the salon to my hairstylist and just like the environment and the atmosphere and all of it, right? And how everybody just felt better when they left there, right? And
Yeah.
then upon my journey, like after my divorce and all of that kind of stuff, I started diving into my more spiritual ways and all of that kind of stuff. And from just seeing how even my clients when they come and stuff, when they're like wanting a drastic change or they're not feeling good about themselves or whatever else, that it really has nothing to do with their outside appearance. It's
Yeah.
all inside, right? So something inside needs to shift and change so that they can feel better on the outside, right? And so that's kind of where it all came from, was like me growing up not fitting in, never fit
Yeah.
in.
Yeah.
So I'm like, might as well just stand out of the box
Yeah.
anyway. And and so like I wanted other people to never feel the way I felt growing up with being bullied and like body shamed and all of that kind of
Oh,
stuff. I never wanted anybody else to feel that way, right? And so I've always just wanted to make other people feel better about themselves. And I was like, this is another asset that I can add to my services in order to do that, right?
yeah.
And so that's how I was really called to it. And plus my girls are like inspiring to me all the time because I want them to be super confident and empowered in themselves. And they just like, I don't know. I just said today, I was like, I am so proud of them and just the women that they're becoming. And it's just so inspiring because I wish
Yeah.
I had me
Yeah.
growing up. I wish I had, do you know
Oh,
what I
yeah.
mean? I wish I had like that confidence that they have in everything now as well. So yeah, it's just become this, I don't know, a whole part of who I am, I guess now.
Oh, yeah. Like you wake up every morning and it's just you can't wait to get to work, I bet.
Yeah, some days not. Some days I'm
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I'm tired, but
Yeah.
isn't that everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, but very like I'm always wanting to create something new for people to help better support them. I have multiple programs that I have that are online programs. I have
Oh,
group
really?
coaching programs. Yeah. I have all of these things that I do.
Oh,
So
wow.
it's actually kind of funny because one of my ladies that's in my group coaching program, Self Love Queen Academy, she said to me at one of our classes just recently, she's like, you realize a year ago when I had a reading done with you, you told me I was going to be doing ancestral healing. And I was like,
Oh,
yeah. And she's like, I never believed you. I said, but yet here you are a
yeah.
year later.
That's amazing. Well, okay, so now you have to tell us more about that. You're on.
Self Love Queen Academy.
Yeah.
Okay, well, it is a 12-week group coaching program, and we basically like using my subconscious release technique and guided meditations and inner child healing. We peel back all these layers of ourselves
Okay.
to really rediscover who we are at the core. And we dive into lots of things in 12 weeks. It's amazing. I actually had a lady, one of the ladies in my course, said her friend commented, and that was only at the 6 week mark. She's like, I can't believe how much you've changed already,
Oh, wow.
so I was super grateful to hear that for sure. um So this is my second time running it, and we just dive into everything. We peel back all the limiting beliefs. Like I said, the negative mindset, there's a restructuring, there's a reprogramming. We're learning how to support ourselves, mind, body, and soul, right? Because it's about me teaching them to support themselves in their daily process, right? Not just them relying on me to do it for them, right? And so there's a lot of self inventory that needs to
Oh, yeah.
happen. And sometimes it's not fun. Sometimes it's messy.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's all the things, but like transformation is messy and that's okay. Right.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, so it's very powerful,
Oh,
usually.
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you'll have to share the link. Is there a website or a link, or how do you?
I think it's on my website. I can double
Okay.
check for you. But yeah, I'll be running my next one will be in the fall. So I
Oh,
do it in the
great.
spring and fall. Yeah.
Great. Well, we'll make
Hmm.
sure to have that link on the podcast.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That'll be good.
Absolutely.
Um, yeah. So, okay. So now with all of that being said, how do
Hmm.
you find balance in your life, like from personal life to career to to family?
Some days are easier than others.
Yeah.
Um, I have become more diligent in scheduling time for myself,
Yeah.
first and foremost. And I've become very firm in my boundaries in regards to
Yeah.
like saying no to things that I know are not going to help support me. I've become very, I have a very routine morning so
Okay.
that I can fuel myself and take care of myself first and foremost before I start giving back to everybody else, right?
Oh,
Because
good.
I'm very much a firm believer that you can't give to other people
Yeah.
if you're like already depleted, right?
Yeah.
So if your cup is not full, you can't be giving to others. It's only what is overflowing from your cup that you can give to everybody else, right? So I make sure that I am doing that every day, every day, every day. And if
Oh,
I'm
good.
feeling like burnt out throughout the day, I take a minute, I take a step back. And if I need to listen to a meditation, if I need
Oh,
to,
good.
just do some like breath work or whatever it is, going outside and just like sitting outside for a little bit,
Yep.
whatever it is, I just honor that. But it's taken me a really long time
Yeah.
to tap into what I need.
Yeah. Oh,
Right. And to trust in that and be like, you know what? I'm tired right now. Or maybe I just need some water. Maybe I'm just
yeah.
dehydrated. Like, do you know what I mean?
Right. Oh,
All
yeah.
those little things. But it's about checking in with yourself throughout the day so that you're not already depleted. Right.
Oh, that's so smart.
Yeah.
It's like you make a habit of booking those little appointments during the day with
Yeah, my
yourself.
little check-ins. Yeah. Like
Yeah.
I tell my clients, I'm like, set a timer for maybe every 2 hours just to check in with yourself and take 5 minutes because
Yeah.
everything else gets done much more efficiently
Yeah.
when you're grounded, centered, and well rested. So,
That's such a good idea. I've heard like with a nutritionist told me one time to eat every 2 hours, like just
oh,
small
okay.
portions.
Yeah.
That's similar to what you're just
Same
saying.
idea. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but more from a like a mental health and just to
Yeah.
regroup and to, find your breath and that.
Hmm.
Oh,
But you know what? Those like little moments where you're like nourishing your body and stuff, you could
yeah,
make those like mental health moments as well and
yeah,
really like sit and come back to yourself and savor your food and be in that present
yeah,
moment with it, right? Make it an experience. I'm all about the experience all the time.
yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Like, and that's a lot of conditioning to try to
Yes,
do
absolutely. I fall off the rails all the time and I'm like, okay, hello, something is
yeah,
out of balance here. What do I need to do? So, yeah.
yeah.
And
So
that's
what,
okay.
yeah, so
I
what
think
got
the
you to that point that made you realize that that's important to do that for you?
like being completely burnt out.
Yeah.
Literally being completely burnt out. I had a session with a lady that I had energy work done with and everything. And she's like, you like your guides and stuff are telling you you need to take a break. Like you're
Oh,
not allowed to do anything for a month. Like social
oh, wow.
media and whatever
Yeah,
else you're doing the bare minimum, the bare essentials kind of thing,
yeah,
right? And I'm like, if I'm trying to help other people to do this and incorporate these things into their life, then I need to do that as well. Like
yeah.
I can't just be like, say, do as I say, not as I do, right?
Oh, yeah.
Like, so yeah, I had to do some deep self inventory. And depending on what's going on,
Yeah.
I know that sometimes it's just kind of surface level if I have like a busier week or whatever. But then I take that extra time to come back to myself and reevaluate and everything
Oh,
else. I do think it's really important. Like every night I like call my energy back to myself. I like cleanse and clear my chakras and balance them. And I
great.
have my own like ritual with my rose oil and stuff that I'll
Oh,
have at the
really?
market.
Yeah.
And
Oh,
yeah, so I make it a necessity to do that as well. So
oh, good.
yeah.
Oh, okay. That's one thing I wanted to ask you.
Hmm.
So tell me the benefits of rose.
Rose oil. So I have my rose oil, and roses, if you've ever noticed, their color never fades, right?
Right.
No matter what. If they're in the sun, if they're everything else, their color never fades. And so they have some really important key properties and everything else that we can use for our skin as well. It's nourishing, it's moisturizing, it's like it helps with anti-aging.
Oh,
They're all infused with Reiki and light language. So it's really good
nice.
for like I've actually used it on sunburn. It's really helped, but it's all infused with like self-love and like rejuvenating and all of that kind of stuff. And so it's just really refreshing as well.
Oh, great. And you bring
Hmm.
that to your markets.
I have that at my markets, and I have my rose water at my markets as well. So,
Oh, good. Oh,
hmm,
fantastic. Well,
yeah,
that's something to look forward to. I
yes.
mean, everyone who's listening, go Rose.
Yeah, I literally am like from past lives and stuff, like rose priestess energy. So that's why I'm
Oh,
like very much drawn to the rose and everything as well, and just the symbolism of all of it. Um, yeah, but my rose water is I use for like cleansing and clearing
yeah,
my aura, and
yeah.
it's also infused with Reiki and light language. And it's really good for like if you're feeling overwhelmed or anxiety or all of that kind of stuff. And I use it in between my clients and everything to just cleanse and clear as well. So
Oh,
yeah,
that's great. Oh, good. Well, that's wonderful. I mean, I learned a lot.
I'm so glad.
Yeah, I'm sure when customers come up to you at the markets, they leave just filled with information.
Always. I always
Yeah,
like to leave people with more when they
yeah.
leave from me. So, yeah,
Oh, that's great. So we're at a part in our podcast where I'd like to incorporate some gratitude.
absolutely.
I feel it's very important for everyone to start their day or during their day to express some form of gratitude.
Hmm.
So what is one thing you are truly grateful for right now?
My kids,
Yeah.
always my
Yeah.
kids. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm very grateful for having a really strong community of women that I can
Yeah.
rely on to help support me because I feel like that is really important to have community.
Yeah.
Because
Absolutely.
for so long I did feel alone, right?
Yeah.
And being at home by myself, like working and all of that kind of stuff, right? Um, so to me, that's really important to have my kids and my community and all of that. Hmm.
Are they old enough to work with you or to participate in?
So funny that you
Okay.
say that, actually, because just on Sunday, on Mother's Day, I hosted a witch's tea at
Oh,
such and
nice.
stuff,
Yes.
and they did come and help me with it.
Oh,
So
great.
that was amazing. And I'm hoping I have some ideas planned for this summer. So I'm hoping they might assist me with some of that as well. But they're both
Oh,
very much like wanting to serve,
yeah. Yeah.
and work lots with kids actually is what they want
Oh,
to work with.
good.
So yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah,
That's something to be grateful for. That's wonderful.
it is. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, so how have you recently experienced a sense of joy? Like, and it's not so much gratitude, but like joy in someone's actions during the day.
So this
Like,
isn't really someone, but um well it is, but so we just got a new puppy at the
oh,
end of January. And as much as she's like kind of crazy sometimes, she brings me so much joy
yeah.
because I feel like I'm rediscovering the world through
Yeah.
the eyes of a puppy now. Like
Oh,
through this newness. Everything is new, everything is fun,
yeah.
everything is exciting and playful, and it's a whole new world, a whole new world. And I just love that because she also brings that like childlike
Oh,
innocence, and that, the playfulness and the fun, and, like, doesn't matter at the end of the day, like, she's always so happy and so excited and all of the things. And so that has really shifted and changed a lot of things in our home, a lot of things in my life, but like, she has brought so much joy, even though so much chaos, to our home.
oh,
Yeah.
oh, I love animals.
Yeah.
Love animals.
Yeah.
Well, that's
And she
great.
she actually, which is really funny because she was assisting me with my client the one day. I was
Oh,
working on her and we were doing a guided like inner child meditation, and she jumped right on top of her, and I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm like, is
yeah.
this okay? And she's like, no, this is good. And as soon as I was done the meditation, she jumped off and away she went.
Oh, you're kidding.
Yeah, and she sits with me when I do my rituals in the morning and stuff,
Oh,
and I like do Palo Santo, like clear
yeah.
her energy, and my pendulums, her chakras and stuff, and she just like soaks it all in. Yeah,
Oh, how nice. They're very intuitive, aren't
I
they?
know, they're amazing. Yeah,
Oh,
she's so stinking smart.
yeah.
So yeah, lots of joy.
And sorry, what
She's
is her name?
Freya.
Freya. Oh,
Freya.
nice.
So Freya is because I work with goddesses. So
Yes.
she is a Nordic Viking goddess is what she
Oh,
is.
nice.
And my daughter picked the name for her. So
Oh, nice.
yeah.
Oh, wonderful. That's fantastic. We used to have dogs all the time, and then um we actually Miss Kitty found us.
Mm-hmm.
So we now have Miss Kitty with us. So
Love that.
it's very intuitive. Animals are
Mm-hmm.
they're so calming, and they can just lift your spirits instantly.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
that's wonderful. Freya.
Freya. Yeah.
Beautiful. So who has been a source of strength or support for you lately? Like you give out your services and help others, but is there someone that is dear to you that's done the same?
Like, I have to say, I have every Friday night, it has just become a thing. We have Friday night girls night. And
Okay.
so my one friend and I for sure get together all the time. And we actually haven't even been friends that long. We met last summer, and her and I are just like, we just connected right away. And I know that no matter what, I can go to her and she'll be there to support me. And I do the same for her. And I have another friend too, actually, that lives a little bit further away. I have multiple friends that I know I
Yeah.
can rely on for everything, but like on a regular basis, it's like
Yeah.
every Friday we
Yeah.
connect and we get together and we talk about our week, and we sometimes do an activity or whatever it is. But I look forward to that
Oh, no.
every week.
Yeah.
That, every Friday night is girls' night, and that's what we do. And it's just, yeah,
That's
it's
fantastic.
become, like therapeutic for sure.
Yeah. Oh,
Hmm.
that's nice. That's important to find like a sisterhood,
Absolutely.
with that one special person, or you could have many,
Hmm.
but it's creating that sisterhood of support and, just based on your soul, not anything else.
No, exactly. Well, soul sisters, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I
absolutely.
100% believe in that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I have multiple, like, I've just called multiple best friends
Yeah.
for each of everything. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I always say, I'm like, it takes a village. It
It
takes a
does.
community. It does. It
It
takes a
does.
village, and so, yeah. That's okay. And
Oh,
I
yeah.
used to think it wasn't. I used to think I had to do everything by myself all the time. And I used to have a really hard time asking for help as well. But I've
Yeah.
definitely gotten better with that. So,
Oh, that's good.
mhm,
I have one more question for you.
absolutely.
Okay. So what makes you feel hopeful and optimistic about the future, like in general?
Um, well, I know well, as we look at the future right now, everything that's happening in society and everything like that, like, I know people are living in a very fear-based lack
Yeah.
mentality right now. And it's like the tower moment of all tower
Yeah.
moments right now,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But after the tower moment, everything gets to be built back on a better, stronger foundation. right?
yeah.
And what gives me hope is the fact that there's like beautiful people like you
Oh,
doing
thank
what
you.
you do. There's like, and all the people that I've met like in these markets and these
Yeah,
communities and everything else that are like sharing their light and are heart and soul led
yeah,
and are, as long as we can hold and maintain that frequency, that it is just, it has no other choice but to get better.
yeah,
Right. Yeah.
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 Oh, that's beautiful. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Oh, that means a lot to me. It's been a pleasure having you on our podcast.
I'm so grateful to be here. Like yeah.
Uh, well, hopefully I can have you back. Maybe like in the fall, we can talk about, or towards November, talk about your market season and see
Absolutely.
how all that go and everything you're doing with your services. And yeah,
Mhm.
there's just so much more I want to know.
There's,
Yeah.
I have a lot going on. I can tell you that much. All good things.
Well, thank you kindly,
Thank
and
you.
we'll see you again.
Sounds fabulous.
Thank you for joining us at the Three Moons, Three Souls podcast.